This news update is brought to you by...
This is how we flow. Oh, the offers are quite exciting, and the prices will leave you smiling. Everybody's got a chance to glow.
Get the new Samsung J5 plus 1 gig free data starting at just $345.
It's Thursday, December the 17th, 2015, and this is your Barbados Today morning news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story this morning, Barbadians will soon have an option, apart from the Barbados Light and Power Company, that could supply their energy needs. The alternative source of light is coming from the Canadian energy firm Daltro Group, which is about to set up a $26 million solar manufacturing plant on the island that will also provide solar power to individuals and commercial entities. In an interview with Barbados Today yesterday afternoon, the top brass say they have already bought equipment that is yet to leave the Bridgetown port, and they have identified a location for the facility, which is expected to hire more than 140 people initially and over 460 permanent jobs in year 3 of the operation. Director of the group, Dean Dalmastro, gave the assurance that the company intended to be in Barbados for the long term. President of the group, David Dalmastro, announced that if all went well with the proposed company, other subsidiaries would be coming to Barbados.
We've decided that if the Delta Solar is successful here, we will locate several other companies here in our Delta group, including Delta Energy, which is the premier battery manufacturing storage technology in the world. We have secured the largest battery storage contract at 53 megs, and it's a worldwide pilot project. So that's in Canada, in Ontario. So, but that technology is key to making PV, solar, a sustainable baseline power system. So we will be able to completely have people off the grid or manage the grid. So it really helps out a lot of things with the local PUCs to be able to moderate the rise and fall, we call them ramp rates, due to rapidly moving cloud cover. So we have proprietary software that manages this, and we are the leaders in the industry in deploying this technology.
The General Manager of Quality Business Services, Ernest King, is scheduled to meet today with the Acting General Manager of the Sanitation Service Authority to discuss the problem of unauthorized dumping at Bucks St. Thomas. This after loads of refuse picked up by King's company on behalf of one named householder and at least 3 businesses was illegally discarded there. King, who is also scheduled to hold a press conference later this week, has already said he was not personally responsible for the illegal dumping, but has fingered one of his employees. Yesterday, the waste hauler said he was determined to get to the bottom of the situation, and without identifying any of his employees by name, King said he knew exactly who was responsible for the unsightly mess, which was first reported on this week by Barbados Today. In more news now, and having experienced a boom year this year, dairy farmers fear they may not be able to keep up with the rising demand in 2016. Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Agricultural Society, James Paul, said, while the milk business has done the body good so far, Barbados faces the prospects of not having enough locally produced milk to supply the Pine Hill Dairy next year. And Paul told Barbados Today his organization might be forced to import pregnant cows as a short-term solution.
We have seen this year, for instance, in terms of Pine Hill Dairy, that farmers now are, the thing is really that we have been able to get milk sold on the market. As a matter of fact, this has been a boom year for the dairy industry, when it comes to that. And we face the prospect next year of not having enough milk to supply the dairy. What we are looking to do, of course, is we are looking to facilitate the importation of in-calf heifers to help increase the milk supply in the short term. So certainly this is something that we want to do, but what we hope, of course, pioneer their operations are not disrupted as a result of this takeover. You know, we really hope that, you know, the investment that these companies saying that they want to make in Barbados is a true investment, and that Barbadians as a whole be able to benefit from it. And one way they can benefit truly is that, you know, that we can continue to have access to the local milk market in the way that has been provided historically.
The Salvation Army has so far reached just over a quarter of its $800,000 target in this year's Christmas appeal. Public Relations Officer Major Denzel Walker says the money is needed to continue its feeding and community programs. As a result, he is urging Barbadians to continue supporting the Salvation Army and the Christmas appeal. Yesterday, the organization handed out 300 food hampers to the scores of needy people who lined up at the Reed Street headquarters in Bridgetown. Other hampers were distributed evenly at the Army's churches across the island.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Twas days before Christmas. I had so much to do. Shopping, more shopping, and I was feeling blue. There's a mother, father, a wifey, and friend. Lots of things to buy, but there was no money to spend. I found the answer. The BT shopping spree. 15,000 in goodies. Free, free, free. It's easy to enter. Nothing hard to do. Follow my instructions and a winner can be you. Visit facebook.com/Barbados today. Do it quickly and fill out your form to enter this spree. Look, I'm shopping at the Cost You Less Mega Store. Come down, fill your trolleys with goodies and more. And like me, you too can say, ho, ho, ho.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
Welcome back with news from the region now. Antigua and Barbuda's prison chief, Albert Vade, has revealed appalling conditions in the country's penal facility and says there's urgent need for a new one. Vade went further to say that the prison did not even meet the minimum standards of a prison as required by the Geneva Convention. He made these revelations while presenting the prison report to the High Court of Justice yesterday.
The prison boss echoed his previous concern that the facility is grossly overcrowded with 369 inmates packed in a penitentiary built only to accommodate 150. The superintendent also revealed alarming circumstances in the remand section of the prison where in some cases 15 inmates occupy a single cell. He says construction planned to make minimal improvements to the conditions at the facility is being delayed due to lack of finances. Meanwhile, Wade says the chapel at the prison is currently being used to quarantine 20 inmates who have contracted the contagious chickenpox disease. The prison boss is concerned that especially where accommodation is concerned, Her Majesty's prison fails to meet the minimum standards set out in the Geneva Convention.
And finally, on the global front, the judge in the case of a Baltimore police officer on trial over a death in custody has declared a mistrial after the jury was unable to reach a verdict. Policeman William Porter is the first of 6 officers charged in the death of 25-year-old Freddie Gray. The jury deliberated for 3 days but could not come to an agreement on all 4 charges. Police have been positioned around the city to prevent riots like those that erupted following Gray's death. Judge Barry Williams said the jury, composed of 7 black and 5 white people, had clearly been diligent in their deliberations. The mistrial is a major setback for the prosecution, who may now have to build another case against the policeman. Judge Williams has scheduled a hearing for today to discuss a possible new trial. Meanwhile, Mayor Stephanie Rollins-Blake and Police Commissioner Kevin Davis have been commenting following the jury verdict.
Take a listen.
We have worked relentlessly to unite Baltimore with a resolve to have peace in our streets. We have a chance to show the country how to be heard peacefully, respectfully, and effectively. I know that as a community, we are up to the task. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. For the protesters, and there are certainly protesters out on our streets right now, and there will be in the days to come. We respect the right of Americans to protest. Protesters who are lawfully assembled have a friend in the Baltimore Police Department. We are here to serve as peacekeepers, quite frankly. So we respect the right to protest. We respect protesters and what they have meant for so many years in this great country of ours. And those protesters who are lawfully assembled, again, will find that our police department respects them and will do everything we can to afford them the ability to protest in this city.
And on that note, we end our Barbados Today morning news update. However, you can join us again this afternoon. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune in to Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.